in the other realms are you. There's others, but there's you in the other realms. You know of you in this realm. If you go look in the mirror, you can see it. But in the other realms are many yous that are out and about. They're in dream states in a way, but not dreaming just like the human kind of a mental dream, but they're in the imagination state. And they're out there and they're accessible, and it's time that we open up to that. So you can realize how truly whole you are. So you can remember your true nature of being very, very multidimensional. It's the and that Adamus talks about. And so you begin to access those other areas. If you're bound up in a straitjacket and put in a small windowless room, it's a very interesting sensation that you never want to repeat after that. And it's what it's like, in a sense, living on a planet only knowing this reality. The other realities that are out there, there's some that are so beautiful, but some that are not so nice. We don't need to go there. There's no need. But it's time we open up into the other realms, which is ultimately all the imagination. That's what they are. If you take a look at it and you go beyond all the esoteric talk, you go beyond all the philosophical discussion, what's out there beyond this realm is the imagination. And it's beautiful, and it's free, it is freedom, it is everything you could imagine and more. And why not now live in that as we live in this imaginary state? The state right now that you're in is nothing but imagination, a very real imagination. And I bow to you and myself for creating something so real in the imagination. But then you learn that initially the imagination, it's very kind of gossamer, it's very pastel, it's very floaty and kind of foggy and beautiful. But you get past that, and even in the imagination, the other realms and realities are as real as this, if not more. If not more. Some of you have had the experience coming out of dream state, many of you. And as you're waking up, you don't know where you are. You don't know what is real, where you just came from, or what you're waking up into. And oftentimes you're really wakening to a dream, which is here. From the imagination, there are many, many, many bridges back here into other realms. But to access any of these, it starts in the imagination. I say travel into the other realms. Travel into the near-earth realms. Travel into some of the dimensions that are like Earth, but not of Earth. Travel to the new Earths. Travel in your imagination and your dreams. Don't stay just in your mind or your thoughts. Travel deep, deep, deep into your imagination. A big part of the problem has been so often the imagination occurs in the other realms. It really does not originate in the brain. For the most part. The brain has no capacity to imagine. But it occurs in the other realms, and then trying to get it here is difficult. There was that kind of veil that separated it and made it very challenging. And again, so everybody just kind of throws it out and disregards it. Although there have been some throughout history, some very famous ones, that understood the importance of imagination, of going out there, of being creative, of going beyond the normal workings of the mind. The likes of Albert Einstein would nap or imagine every day. Steve Jobs, you could go through a
Right.
whole list that understood that you can focus on the logic and the details and the mental parts of life. But in order to go beyond, in order for greatness to occur, you have to imagine. In order to stay here on the planet as a master and create the kind of life that you want, it's important now to go well beyond the mind into imagination.